Hey guys, so back again. Gonna do another one of these little heads here. Just like in the last one, it's polymer clay. It's Fimo this time. Going for a pink, and as a handle, it is a Kinder Surprise wrapper because it's something similar to, I suppose, tin foil. We can bake it. So the polymer clay is clay you bake in the oven. It's not a two-part epoxy or anything like that. It's not like green stuff or anything like that. It's different. Um, so it doesn't dry in the air, we'll say, or set or anything like that. So this guy's going to be a bit different. I'm looking at a different reference, and I'm going to see how close this ends up being in the end, because the last one just went in a completely its own direction, which I think I'm totally cool with that, because it's like something completely unique. Then you might start off using a reference and then take it in your own direction, so it's not copying, we'll say. It's just it becomes something new altogether, based on I suppose inspiration in a way. I actually get a lot of inspiration from, I'm always going back to like Instagram and stuff like that. I could have a problem, I could have an addiction. But anyway, I feel like I get a lot of inspiration from artwork and that kind of thing from that I see on Instagram, that is not necessarily miniatures, be it action figures and that kind of old kind of toy collecting style, like the 80s and 90s, or even some of the older stuff. And it's just very chunky and very like, I don't know. It's cool. Like, they're not overly complicated. They're, solid, and they're cartoony, obviously. But that was from a different time. Kids shows and stuff like that are different now, I suppose. Like, when I'm going through it now with my kids, I'm really realizing, like, people, you know, their kids watch shows, and then it's so easy for people to know what to buy them, or it is really just the idea that they're marketed to, and then that's what they want when they go into the toy shop. They want the Paw Patrol, or I think Gabby's Playhouse is the big one at the moment. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. So this guy is very different than the last one. He's very got quite big eyes, and kind of a angry mouth down here. So previously, the other videos I've been doing a good while ago now, I know it's been ages since I did proper kind of hobby catch up. Just got into sculpting a bit more and doing a bit of terrain, stuff like that. Nothing crazy, nothing really worth showing on the terrain side anyway. It's really just modular stuff for, we were doing a bit of battle companies there, the Lord of the Rings battle companies, and using it for like Frostgrave and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll get some more of that in the future. But I wonder how that's showing up, the pink, how it's showing up. It's not too bad. And some colours work better on the camera than other colours. But I'm getting like inspiration from, especially with these kind of simple big heads, big head mode, inspiration from all sorts, like old animated movies. There's some really there's some weird stuff now back in the day. Like, I remember, I know it's not an animated movie, but I remember seeing Gremlins, and I think I was probably 5 or 6. And like, yeah, obviously, Gremlins isn't a horror movie, but when you're 5 or 6, and they're so real, like, even now, I think they look quite well. The effects hold up, at least to the eyes of a 5 or 6-year-old. Maybe nowadays all the kids are, they'd be aware of it, but back in the day, that stuff was fucking scary, like. But then obviously you got the contrast there. Gizmo, such a dude. He's legends. So you have to have bad guys to have good guys. You know what I mean? That's how it works. But yeah, this guy is already looking like something. Obviously, like I said in the last one, again, this isn't your masterclass. This isn't, if you're looking for a masterclass, if you like, I titled the last one like Sculpting a Goblin, which is like, yeah, technically it is, but it's kind of like a bit meh. Like if you're looking, I have to search YouTube. How do I sculpt a goblin? I don't know if you're really going to get sculpting a goblin head. I mean, sorry, you're really going to get what exactly you're looking for. But sure, look, whatever. Now this guy, like I say goblin, but like I could end up giving this guy big horns and stuff like that, or something going a different direction altogether. I think it's just to get people, especially people in the hobby space, to try the polymer clay, because you get like, I think it'd be class. You could have like, you get a few drinks, get the lads over, especially even the people that aren't necessarily, I suppose, what's the word, artsy or into the creative hobbies and that kind of thing, and see what they can sculpt. They might be surprised, you know what I mean? And sure, if it's crap, like, sure, this is crap, so sorted, you know what I mean? Well, how bad? I think anybody really, if they have like a reference in front of them, you could do something cool, I think there's a bit of pressure there again with like comparing yourself to other people, but it's sure, look, once you're enjoying it, especially in that scenario, like I said, if you're there with other people and you're kind of having a crack and you're just messing and making silly things, like, perfect. Now if I give him pointy ears, technically that is goblinoid, or maybe some kind of dirty, I was going to say elf, but this guy looks more like some kind of alien. Kind of reminds me of, this guy be hanging around, this little fella that used to fly around Fred Flintstone, and Zazu or Zabu or something, and that was stupid, like fucking Flintstones. That was another time in itself, man. Flintstones never landed with me. I think I just watched it because it was on, But that stuff would not go nowadays. Like, kids would not watch that now. If they reboot the Flintstones, it would not work. I put money on it. Like, unless, obviously they could reboot it and make it something completely new. But like, unless they played up the best thing about the Flintstones, right? To go on a tangent is the dinosaurs and the creatures, like how they and using their feet in the cars was great. But like, their bin in the kitchen would be fucking some kind of hog boar creature, and he says, "You thought your job was bad," or whatever he says. What am I talking about? Yeah, that was the best thing about the Flintstones. But the rest was a bit meh. And the designs were kind of cool, like, they're kind of funky of their time as well, I suppose. Yeah, this guy's, I don't know, I'm not in love with this now, to be honest with you. He's got character. I think his eyebrows aren't enough. So maybe if I make his eyebrows tilt down the way, he'll look sad. But if I tilt them in the way, he'll look mean. So maybe if he gets a bit meaner, maybe I think he won't look so crap. That's why I tell my little boy, just put some lines over their eyes, and it makes them angry or sad. Or if he's drawing a picture of a face, if you just do the eyebrows, it makes a huge difference. Then, if he's a good guy or a bad guy or that kind of thing. But yeah, these, like, I'm not even really checking. I should be checking more now how in focus all this stuff is. But like I said, this is just a bit of crack. I would say, you don't even need to do this just because, oh yeah, you're going to use it for a miniature or use it for whatever. A lot of the times, actually, what's good is you can make silly heads like this, right? And then instead of sculpting a whole body or something, just get like a little army man or get a toy or something like that. And hot loom on top of it. Cook them, obviously, yeah. And then pop them on top. And you could make a weapon. I've been making weapons out of nails. Just like a nail or like a pin or something like that, and hammering it down a bit and then kind of make it into a crude sword. So if you're looking for your fine elf craftsmanship, yeah, it's not going to work out. Like, you know what I mean? It's not. If this would work if you're a grimdark, messy, gritty, goblinoid craftsmanship. Do you know what I mean? Battering it up and just seeing what you come out with in the end. But I got a lot of these tools a good while ago, and they're not crazy expensive. Like, I think you've probably seen it in loads of different episodes of different things where people buy stuff off Temu and all those kind of cheapy, crappy websites. But you can get these silicone ones pretty cheap for a set, and then these other silicone ones are probably more expensive. They're firmer, but I think they're quite cool. But yeah, this guy kind of came together. Wait, he's only got one ear. Okay, so I'll give him some kind of flip. I'll give him something on the other side. So yeah, if you're seeing this and you're saying like, okay, why would you even share this? This sculpting is very messy, and this isn't miniature or whatever. Cool. Yeah, it's not 40k. It's not like I'm not doing I'm not building a Titan, or I'm not making Howl's Moving Castle, or you know what I mean. Those are unreal, but like I'm not doing that. I'm literally just making a sad-looking one-eared pink alien guy. That's it. Even the bits you don't want to do, like let's say you didn't want to do his ears, yeah, you could just be like, okay, I'm just gonna put a hood on him. And let's just say you're making, this would be great for if you're doing like D&D or something, even light RPG, like if you were doing Morkborg or Forbidden Sam or whatever, like easy make a very weird warband. Like if you had reference images of, one guy's gonna be like slightly pig-like. What's the word? Not bovine, that'd be a cow. Pig-like. Is there a word for that? Pig? Like a swine? Like a pig, basically, is what I'm saying. And then another guy is like a mouse. So you could do that and then sculpt. So have your reference of the animals, and then have your reference of like a human face, if that's, something similar to this. And just have a go. See what that looks like. A bumpy head. No, that's crap. No, that's crap. Undo. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, cool. Right? He doesn't seem like that outlandish though. Really, does he? He's got that ear. It actually looks worse on the camera. I'm just looking at the camera now. It actually looks worse. Maybe these are actually crap, and I'm not going to post them. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to do this properly and you want to like sculpt and get your anatomy 100% and this kind of stuff, it's all like I can't do that. But like I'd imagine it's all practice. It's all having reference. It's all having the knowledge. I think it's like practice. You get that stuff in your head, don't you? I think I do want more kind of an extreme scowl, if that's the word. But it's kind of just like a cartoon drawing, and I'm just adding more wrinkles to it, really. And the fact I'm not trying to be symmetrical in any way, it's just fucking if the clay goes one way, I'm kind of going with it. Like his nose has gone off at an angle here. So I'll fix it to a degree. But yeah, same again. This is the Fimo stuff. I think you can get like this kind of size package for €3, something like that, or your equivalent, something like €3, maybe more. I don't know. It's not mad expensive though. Like you can make a good few guys out of that, and you could probably cut this stuff with Play-Doh, maybe. You know, I'm saying you could do that, but I really don't know if you could. But you should just try it and see what happens. And if it doesn't work, sure, you learn something. Don't listen to me. That's what you learned. Do we want to give him a little toot? And then we'll give him a toot, and then he'll be sorted. Because I think I could probably just keep talking to myself forever. I give him a down, like, what would you call it? Down the way? It's not going to be like a tusk. It's going to be more of a fang. Okay, no, it's not. Yeah. It's like a. Oh yeah. That's good. Look at that. That's made a world of difference. Now, what kind of weapon would this guy have? I think he's kind of like. I kind of want to give him an eye patch. Actually, I think he's more of an archer, and give him a bit more of a sad. Jowls. That's the word. Jowls. And a chin. Chinny chin. I'm just poking now. He's just done. Yeah, cool. Look at him. He's a bit grumpier and meaner than the last guy. Where's the last guy? This guy. Yeah, he's a bit happier. And this guy, he's a bit sad. They look like some kind of like collectible things you'd buy in a set, you know what I mean? In the 90s or something, 2000s, and you have to collect all the little ugly feckers. Yeah, that's another guy. If he's going to focus, yeah, there you go. 28mm. I don't know if you call it 28mm, like their army man. Stick him on an army man body, like this guy. Got another goon for the squad. Okay, like I said in the last one, lads, get some polymer clay and have a go at making something silly. Good luck.